Hello everyone, and welcome to a very super late review. A super late review for the remake DLC, Final Fantasy VII, episode Intermission, Intergrade on PS5. I beat it a while ago, and I'm finally getting this video out for anyone who cares about my opinion on that game, or DLC I should say. So, here we go! I hope you enjoy my thoughts, and please, comment below. What did you think of it? I'd be very curious to know what you thought of it. So, without further ado, it was fantastic. I loved it. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. No, it was really good. A good length as well, I would say. It felt justified in existing. It wasn't just a throwaway Yuffie mission. It actually felt like it mattered, although I suppose in the grand scheme of things, the jury's still out on whether or not it's going to tie into the main game with certain things that happen in the end. And by the way, this is going to be as spoiler-free review as I can possibly do. I really did like the story. I really liked the new characters, and Yuffie is the star. And I was kind of anticipating that they would do this. They made me like her, which is something, if you know me, I'm not the biggest fan of Yuffie. In the original, I find her not very useful, although I haven't really given her a chance. And her character kind of annoying, and you know why. I mean, again, no spoilers for even the original FF7, but you guys know why. I find her incredibly irritating in that game. Well, probably not that's an exaggeration. She's not that bad. She's not Kate Sith. But I didn't really care about Yuffie. And this DLC, it made me care about Yuffie. And that is probably the biggest praise I can give it. And it's just like what they did with Aerith. In the original game, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, I didn't really like Aerith. She was fine, but I never got super attached to her. But in the remake, I'm just like, oh, choosing between Tifa and Aerith is now an actual choice that I find incredibly difficult to make. So, big ups for just doing the characterization, just making her a really likable character. Like, she was adorable, she was confident enough, she was almost arrogant to a point, but also clumsy, and just good-natured, good-hearted, you know. And I can't say good enough, you know, I can't say enough good things about her. And Sonon, her partner, who is a completely new character as far as I'm aware. He was really good as well. Really cool, and I liked the dynamic. I felt for the guy, him having to put it with Yuffie's outgoing and reckless nature at times. It was very entertaining. So in terms of gameplay, I really was quite impressed with the whole synergy system that they implemented. It made the battles feel different enough, and Yuffie played different to all the other characters that we've seen in the main game, which is fantastic. I love how each character feels like their own person. They play differently, and Yuffie especially with her ninjutsu, and she kind of played in my mind like a mix between a Tifa and an Aerith and a Barret just rolled into one. Not so much Cloud. She's a bit too fast for Cloud, but she had a really good mixture of those things, and she felt unique. And yeah, the synergy thing, I really hope they bring that into the main game. It'd be cool to see some combos between characters, because we didn't really get that in the main game at all. And they did a little bit of that with 15. Which was, it just looks really good. It looks cool. You feel like you're actually working together, you know, to beat the fuck out of whatever you're fighting. So that was also, I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. The music was incredible. I mean, incredible. There wasn't a whole bunch of new music. They did, you know, reuse some, especially, you know, like the main Final Fantasy theme. But Yuffie's theme and the Wutai kind of signatures that they sprinkled in, really, really, really good. I don't know what else to say. It was really good music. And oh my god, the Happy Turtle jingles. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So yeah, that was fantastic. The graphics, I would say, while not a huge improvement over PS4 graphics, and this, I suppose this is going into just the Intergrade in general. The biggest difference is the lighting, and I think that is a massive improvement. But everything else, you know, they finally fixed that fucking door texture, which is good. But I wouldn't say that would be reason alone to rush out and buy yourself a PS5. If you're looking for a visual upgrade, yes, the lighting is really, really good. But I absolutely would not say it's a selling point in any way. The original game on PS4 still looks fantastic. So yeah, I would anticipate some people maybe being a little bit disappointed in that respect, but it's still a very good looking game. Just that reason alone, do not run out and sell, you know, a couple of kidneys for a PS5. And that's kind of my feeling on this DLC in general. Even though I praise it to high heaven, I wouldn't say that it's worth owning a PS5 just for that. The Intergrade upgraded version of FF7, if you've never played the remake especially, absolutely worth it. Definitive edition of the game. Go out and buy it. But yeah, for those who've already played it through on PS4, not sure. If you've already got a PS5, then absolutely get it. Absolutely get it. But don't worry or don't feel too left out if you haven't managed to get a PS5, like so many haven't yet. It's very nice to have, and I'm glad we got it, but not absolutely crucial. And again, I don't know how the story is gonna fit in with the main game now, other than it just introduced Yuffie. And again, I'm not gonna go into spoilers on the story, but it was really good. It had some really cool moments in it, and they added a really cool minigame, Fort Condor, which at first I struggled with, admittedly. I did struggle, but it was very fun by the end. I hope they bring that back into the main game in part 2, whenever we're going to get that. Shout out to some really good cutscenes at the end of the DLC, by the way. Really, 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 really good. Gets me very excited for part 2. But the Fort Condor game was deep, and I reckon they can add even more to that. If they add new boards, new units, obviously, I would absolutely play more Fort Condor. That was really good. And there isn't too much else to say about it, really. I think, you know, they showed off Yuffie's athleticism quite well with scaling some parts of the environment, but it not game-changing. It doesn't really change the experience too much. So yeah, I would give the DLC episode Intermission a big 2 thumbs up, whatever scoring system I'm using. I don't really want to give something a score out of 10, because I don't really know what that means. Because if you give something a 10, does that mean it's perfect? No, nothing's perfect. If I had to think of any cons, I don't know, actually. I'm trying to think of anything that really bugged me. I suppose still, like, the camera can get a little bit... With how fast Yuffie is, and in some enclosed spaces, the camera still is a problem. It's not perfect. But that's, you know, that's just FF7 Remake. You kind of get used to it. You do kind of get used to it. And I don't know how they could improve it, honestly. Other than just having bigger areas, which hopefully part 2 will deliver on. But I've yapped on long enough. I hope you enjoyed this super late review. I'm gonna go get this edited, and please do give it a like if you want to see more of these. I'll try and just give my thoughts on whatever I'm playing whenever I can. The problem is I don't finish a lot of games, as you know, or I don't finish them quickly. So that's why these are super late reviews, because by the time I get around to finishing them, a lot of people have already finished them, and it's the year 2028 and we're on the PS6 or whatever. So thank you for watching. Again, please like the video, it really helps and lets me know if you want to see more of this stuff. And I guess I will see you whenever I see you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye for now.